Good afternoon. I have another interesting topic. We're looking at the energy sector, but if you look at the scope, it's quite huge. We cannot cover all of it in this session. So what we've decided to do is today focus on the gas station, but just note we have solutions. The mining industry, we can provide a solution. The power industry, we can provide a solution. So today we just look at gas station. If you have interest on any other sector of energy, I'm sure we can offer something. So I'm going to start the presentation. So the Dahua Smart Gas Station Solution. Remember, the quick highlight we get from all these solutions, AIoT. So there's always AI processing somewhere that enhances the capability of the solution. So stay tuned as we cover this. It will not be that long, so let's see. So in a typical gas station, at least you'll find some gas stations are quite big, some others are small. So based on the typical gas station, you'll always find definitely an entrance and exit. So vehicles will have to drive in and out to fuel and even get the other services. Then we have the unloading area where we empty the tanks into maybe the storage. Then we have a convenience store. In a typical gas station, there's always a convenience store, though the smaller ones maybe not. Then we have the parking and EV zone. So most of them will find maybe parking is limited, but there's at least 5 parking spaces, 10 parking spaces. Then we have the emerging trend of electric vehicle. That's quite an industry. How many of us know that Dahua through another sector that we do electric vehicles? How many of us know? Nice, someone knows. Our account manager should arrange a gift for that person. So we have a line of electric vehicles. We call it Leap Motor. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay. Then we have the refueling area, now where we refuel now the vehicles. So covering the gas station, we have several. Let's say at the store, at the chain store, we can run advertisements. We can offer the retail solution, the analytic solution. We have audio and video. Definitely audio and video is applicable in all the scenes of the gas station. Then we have things like emergency alarms. Someone attract you while you are in the retail store. Maybe you can trigger a panic alarm and then some help can come. Then we have parking area status. We have overtime parking. So if you stay for too long in a parking, let's say in a gas station, maybe you don't have to stay there for more than 1 hour. We trigger an alarm. Then we have the electronic vehicle charging station and also the data collection. Yeah, we have electric vehicle chargers that can be as add-ons on the same gas stations. Then we have ANPR technology. So at the different points, we have the automatic number plate recognition solution. Then we also have, because it's a gas station, we are looking at threats of maybe fire, explosions, right? So we need to give solutions that would also detect that in time, and also in the event that we have maybe fire, we detect it earlier on. So the innovative business is powered by AI, scenario algorithms. What I mean is we have things like this, by analysis. So what happens is, in the event there's an incident, the camera will trigger some alarms here and there. Then we have maximizing the value of data to support analysis, especially when you have key clients. We have some group of clients who are VIP to the gas station. We must get the analytics and early triggers so that we also give them special treatment maybe at the gas station. So we use this through either we can run face recognition, but mainly because we are focused on vehicles, we use ANPR technology to detect this VIP vehicle. We also use some special maybe marks on the vehicles. Then we have fuel management or refueling records. So over time, we'll get the bioanalytics information about fueling, what is the rate of fuel, how many vehicles fuel today, so that we can do the analytics. Then we increase the value in terms of the analytics. Then at the gas station, we have the parking space management. We have both. Usually, we just finished a presentation on parking, so I'm sure you have a very big idea of what parking covers. But when you look at this is an outdoor parking space detector. So we just deploy one. Imagine it can do 50 parking spaces. If you have 100, you do 2. So it counts how many spaces are occupied, such kinds of rules. So if you come to that level of application, then we provide a solution to display available. Then the same information can be linked now to other applications. If you have a mobile app, you can get the same. If you get someone has stayed in the parking lot for too long, we trigger an alarm. If we have illegal parking, maybe a double parking or you are parking the wrong way, we trigger alarms. So such kinds of solutions can also be implemented. And the value of this is we want to make sure that we maximize. If a customer who is coming maybe to the premise, we need to save on the cost. We don't want them to come, find the parking is full and then they leave. We want to make sure they also benefit and purchase maybe something from the business. Then we have structural analysis. So here we are looking at things like vehicle quantity, information release. While you're driving in, we see how many spaces are full. Do we have traffic? Then we can do linkage to even mobile applications where we can see, like if we have any navigation application, we can also introduce that if you drive to this gas station, you'll find it full, so maybe go to the next one. Such kinds of linkage we can also offer. Then we have structural analysis of the vehicles. Things like the quantity, AI detection and real-time queuing condition. Like in terms of the value of this is we have reduction of the average queuing time waiting for maybe service. Then we have the employee working time. You can imagine if the camera is doing that work for you, the technology is doing that work for you. Then instead of having 10 people in shifts, you just have maybe 2 people running operations at that time. Then we have customer satisfaction. If I know when I'm driving to that gas station, I already know that it's not full. I can just drive in. Then it's much better for me because now I'll just definitely go in. So I don't have to waste time maybe with the unknown. I think everyone fears the unknown, or everyone doesn't like the unknown. You'd prefer to have to be informed about what's where you're going or what you're going to do and save on time. Then we have some case in the Middle East where we do recognizing queue status in real time. So a typical solution like this, where we mark the key points, and then in the event there is any vehicles queuing, taking too long to fuel, we trigger alerts. If we have, let's say we have indicators, things like green to show that we have some available spaces. If the occupied is displayed in yellow maybe, some spaces can be found. And then red, it means it's typically full. Then we have evasion management, things like when someone comes there, fuels and then doesn't pay, such kinds of triggers. We have verifying, like at the exit point, this vehicle has been scanned. We check the record status. Did they pay for gas and such? Then we have real-time alarm. So if this vehicle didn't pay, we trigger an alert in real time and then someone can maybe take action or send the relevant authorities to respond. So for evasion management, the traditional one was maybe someone runs towards you. Here we also capture evidence so that in the event we need maybe to create cases and all that, we have proper evidence and we can actually account for any parking incidents or any fueling incidents at that point. Then we have at the convenience store, I mentioned about we have LCD and LED products. So out of these products in the store, we make sure that we can release information. Let me tell you something we can do about smart advertising. We can study the customer and choose which advert to show there. Based on the video metadata extracted by the camera, it can trigger specific adverts. So the signage can switch in between the different adverts. And that calls for me to invite you to respond to one question. One person to mention 3 innovative solutions Dahua can offer to a gas station. Who wants to try? Wow. I want someone who hasn't gotten any gift today. Okay, I'll give you a chance. Here. Yes, please stand up so that she can support you.
electric vehicle charging, and parking area management,
Yes.
and convenience store.
Convenience store management. Thank you. Please get him a gift. Let's clap. Thank you. So it shows we are paying attention. So we have membership management, we have parking space management, under parking space management. Then we have queue management for vehicles. We have evasion management, convenience store management. Of course, when you're looking at the fueling point, we're also looking at electric vehicle parking spaces. Now, let's look at safety. We are looking at the gas station. There's a key concern on safety. So what are we talking about? What applications do we have on safety? So let's say you're walking into the gas station. It is prohibited maybe to make calls, to smoke while at the gas station. We have cameras that can do that level of detection, so that in the event someone is spotted smoking, it triggers an alert. We have early fire detection and fire prevention. Like here we have some simulation on fire, and the event that it's detected, it triggers an alert. So we have these pain points and a solution, of course. So we identify the customer's requirement and then offer some solution on it. Then we have AI detection at the oil discharge process compliance. So usually when the trucks are offloading oil into the refueling station, we need to do some level of detection so that we make sure there is safety. Remember, we're focused on safety of the gas station, right? So we need to make sure they have put the correct signs. We need to make sure that the firefighting equipment is standby, and also at the exit point, it's clear. So such kinds of detection, the camera can do and then trigger alerts, so that in terms of fueling compliance, when you're refilling, we trigger those alarms and make sure that the gas stations are actually compliant. Again, I just mentioned it 1 minute ago. Who is going to respond to this? A lady? Okay, there, at the back. Then we come to this side. So what are the safety detection management offered at the gas station? Okay.
Smoking and call detection.
Yes.
Early fire detection and prevention.
Yes.
AI detection of oil discharge.
Nice. Thank you. That's 100%. So we are paying attention. Nice. Please also get her gift as we move forward. So smoking detection, we can do that. Call detection, early fire. Then we have oil discharge compliance. Things like extinguishers, the signs, the cones, maybe to prevent any accidents when the trucks are discharging, or the tanks are discharging oil into the storage tanks. Then some core products. Also pay keen attention on this. And I want to emphasize on one point. I had a question. I think it's also important to just note, because on the project line, we have to mention some of these products and the value that we will give to the customers. So number one, we have the software. We have DSS Professional. Actually, now it comes in 3 flavors. We have the software version where you purchase a server, install, and then activate the license. That is called DSS Express and DSS Professional. Then we have another case. We call it the DSS One Box. So for small, medium applications, we give you DSS One Box, which is a simple hardware, a mini PC, which runs the server system and the client. So with DSS One Box, all the licenses are activated, but it's for small applications. Then we have another all-in-one. DSS One Box is Windows-based. Actually, it has Windows 11. Then we have another case. We call it DSS 7116. That's also an all-in-one hardware. It can do like 1,000 channels on one server. If you have more, it can do maximum 5,000. DSS Professional is always the ultimate software. This one can do up to 20,000 function channels, and then we have so many other applications. Technically, any other product that would require software, DSS is the management system that we use. So on DSS, I would also like to mention that every time you get DSS, the software version, it comes with 3 years free maintenance, 3 years free upgrades, and 3 years support. After that, I believe if you are doing a deployment, you already have the standard setup already solved, and at that lag level where it doesn't have high requirement maybe of maintenance. But at this stage, after the 3 years, it doesn't mean our support ends there. Usually you have the care license, which you can purchase and then continuously every year, and then we provide that support and maintenance. So those are things we can discuss based on project need requirement. Then we have, why do you need DSS? So we have at the gas station now, because we can use DSS to do everything, but now on our focus, we want to manage the entrance and exit of the parking, count how many vehicles are in the gas station, such kinds of things. Then you have Deep Explore. Deep Explore is an AI kind of search application. We can trigger and search vehicles faster and also check out the relationships. Then you have the Smart Retail by Analytics dashboard, which gives us the store quality information, like at what time the store is busy, customers spending too long on the queues, such kind of analytics. Then the other product, we have the 7 series AI IP camera. So we call this the WizMind X series currently. So this camera is high-end, precise AI, things like look at the AI it can do, privacy protection, plus then you have sound management. When you talk about sound management, the camera can detect things like gunshots, glass breaking. Then we have PPE detection. So if you need to do any PPE detection, we have face counting, not just people counting, face counting. Face counting is important in this setting. Why? Because we want to see how many times the same customer came back to the business, maybe in a day. So if you're looking for quality analytics, accurate customer traffic information, we use this function. Then we have, of course, ANPR, automatic number plate recognition is there. Though on automatic number plate recognition, I'm sure my colleague introduced the ITC series, which does entrance and exit management. Then we have parking space management. We have metadata on video, so we just extract features on these videos and see which one, how many men, such kind of information. Then we always have perimeter protection. I want to highlight the key points of perimeter protection. We have tripwire. Tripwire is the virtual line. We have intrusion, where we draw a virtual region, and then if someone crossed in and out, you trigger alarms. We also have other types of perimeter protection, things like object abandoned, where if someone leaves his bag maybe at a premise, we trigger alerts. Maybe object missing, we also trigger alert. If you move this and the camera is monitoring it, we trigger alerts. So those are kind of AI applications that you'll get from these products for your application. Then this camera can filter vehicle metadata, non-motor vehicle metadata. When you talk about non-motor vehicle, looking at bicycles, motorbikes, all that. Then we have these core products, that the smart entrance and exit NPR camera. So we have the ITC 413 and the 2234 series. So this is the all-in-one kit, the 2234. Then the 413 is typical entrance camera. Also in a gas station, we have the risk of fire and explosion. So we provide aluminum alloy AI explosion-proof camera. Actually, they are ATEX certified. So if you have those requirements for ATEX certified cameras, just take note that we can provide. And look at the AI it can provide. Trespassing. If someone crosses to maybe somewhere they're not authorized, maybe we even use active deterrence from the same camera. Active deterrence meaning we even give them warning, you are being monitored. We flash the red and blue lights, and then they maybe prevent them from maybe committing whatever they were to do. Then we have the commercial display products. So we have the indoor LED. Who remembers when I did the first presentation, I still mentioned the commercial display products. We have the signage. We have the indoor floor standing digital signage. At the same time, when you mention the indoor floor standing digital signage, we have the fixed one, and then the other one, which is touch, which means you can also deploy your applications. Customers can do maybe their own orders straight from the signage. We can provide that solution. Then we can also offer CCTV monitors. Why do I call it CCTV monitors? A typical monitor maybe needs you to use it 8 to 5 and then switch it off to let the parts cool down and then use it the next day. A CCTV monitor runs 24/7. So that's the relevance of this. Then I mentioned we do the EV chargers. So for gas stations, we can provide these typical EV chargers with a platform. The cloud platform is cloud managed, which means you don't have to pay for it technically. You just use the resources to even do charging of the, let me call it billing. I think billing works better in this market. Then we have high efficiency speed. So we have the high speed electric vehicle chargers. This is the smallest one for a gas station, but we even have the large commercial ones. So this is the question. I think I've already told you the answers. So what are the core products used in gas station solution? I need the answers from this side. Okay, your hand was the first one. So please pass the mic. Where's the microphone? Okay, just a second.
EV charging solution.
That was not the first hand. The first hand was here. Yeah.
There is 7 series AI cameras,
7 series camera.
NPR cameras,
Yes.
commercial display.
We already covered 3. You can
EV.
add more. EV charger. He had already
Hizo
mentioned EV
zimetosha.
charger. Account manager, you can get an extra gift. Okay, thank you, please. Thank you. Let's give him a gift. I think I need to finalize on that part. That's correct. So we have the AI camera, the entrance and exit camera, the display products, and such. So that covers my third question. So in summary, I want to finish for gas station. We look at the cases. So we have the British multinational oil and gas. We have Triatrac Energy. Then we have Tangyu. We have the Norwegian multinational energy. We have the Pronto Corporation. Then we have Xinjiang Petrochemical. So these are just some cases. I want to give you a challenge. This year before we close, we do some gas station cases and add here. Why don't we have these cases in Kenya? Or you didn't have the information? Now you do. Now you do. So let's take it up and see the opportunities. You have one more. Okay. You don't want the gift? Sorry? Okay. So one question. I want one person to give me a quick recap of our gas station solution. One. There. At the far back. Just give me a recap of the gas station solution.
So the gas station solution provides a couple of solutions. Example, there's convenience stores. There's also, you can provide also smoking and detection AI systems. There's also, what else? You can also provide EV chargers, charging stations in gas stations.
Yes.
There are a couple of core products that you can use in gas stations, such as NPR cameras. That's it.
Thank you. He mentioned some products. So a highlight of the solution, we have the safety part, the compliance part, and also the core products. Thank you. I think we can give him. Thank you. So that has been my time. I hope we can interact more, but do you have any question on that solution? Then it must have been very clear. Thank you. So, this one? Okay.
I wanted to know whether we have demo units for the charging units for the petrol stations here in Kenya.
For the EV charging?
Yes.
We don't have demo units currently in Kenya, but we are open. We even have a program to help support POCs for these solutions. Just let's sit down, look at those programs, and then we provide these demo units. I'm sure it's very, very good for the application. So when you're looking at gas stations, usually fuel has specific rates, right? We have a POS solution. You deploy a camera which is looking at the fuel sensor. I mean the pump. So it's reading the value. Let's say it's reading 20 liters. When you pay, of course it's online payment. We're looking at you expected to pay maybe let's say 10,000 for today for fueling. The POS information compares with what is tallied in the system against the transactions, and then now we trigger alerts. Let's say you're supposed to pay that amount and then you pay less, we trigger alarms. At the same time, some people would get there and then we don't have a record of payment. So again, at that point, we trigger the alarms.